All right. Everybody ready? So Selena, I'm having you come first. Okay. Actually, you know what? Can I have Brianne come up first and then second? Would that work? Okay. Come on up first.
Can we come up together?
No, because you have kind of the same strategy but a different picture. So I kind of want to scaffold that a little. Okay, and we're going to find out because I want you to tell me what you noticed the difference between the two. Okay, so what did you do first? What did you do first?
I drew 8 circles to represent the little sheep.
Each sheep, so there's 8 sheep, okay. And then what did you do next?
I drew 4 circles to represent their legs.
Okay, good.
And
Then what did you do?
I added 4 plus 4, 4 plus 4, 4 plus 4, 4 plus 4.
Good.
And then I got 8. And I added them.
Yep.
I got 8 again down here. And then I took the sums and I added them together.
Good. So if we have a student, our special ed student especially, they're probably not going to do great with drawing a picture like this, right? But what could they use instead of circles here? What manipulative? Counters, yes. So some of our students will need to use counters because they're going to need to group them, okay, or move them. So we're able to see this is 4 plus 4, but you will have a student that you can still draw the circles and say, okay, instead of drawing the circles, I want you to put how many feet each sheep has using counters. So now all of a sudden they've got 4 counters in each, and then you can see how they group them. They may count every one of them, which is totally fine, the one by one, okay? That's fine. Because what we're trying to get them to do is a lot of our special ed students, okay, and our regular ed students, they do not understand how to represent multiplication beyond just knowing it. But if they can represent 7 groups of 4, do you see that? Then they can figure it out. So if they're taking testing and they say, or 8 groups of 4, if they say, I know that each sheep has the same amount of legs, so I'm going to draw a circle for each sheep, and then I'm going to put 4 circles, and then I'm going to group them. They won't be able to use counters, right? But they still could count each one, correct? Because they're able to represent what that looks like, what 8 times 4 looks like, okay? And they can figure it out. Now, if we don't teach our students this, what's going to happen is like, I know this is 8 times 4. I don't know that. I'm just going to guess. Or I can't figure it out. They've never been taught a strategy because 9 times out of 10, our teachers are telling them, you just need to know that. Okay? So what I'm doing is scaffolding a way for them to show their thinking with multiplication. It gives them a strategy to use to help them if they don't know what 8 times 4 is, or they don't know the 9 trick, right? Okay, excellent. Okay, you want to come up next? So I want you to tell me what you notice different. Why did I have both Selena and Brianne come up, and what you notice the difference between their strategies? What do you see different? What do you notice? What is different between what Brianne had and what Selena has? What do you see, Amy?
She has the numbers and sub-circles.
Yes, she has the actual numbers in there, okay? So she's not at the point of needing counters because she knows 4 plus 4 is 8, right? So tell us what you did. What'd you do first?
So there's 8 sheep, so I wrote 8 circles.
Good.
And then I know each sheep has 4 legs.
Good.
So, I drew them in case I wanted to count them, but so then I put 4 in each circle for the sheep. And then doubles are easier for me, so I combined these 4 and I know that's 8, and then
Good.
Same here. And then I did 8 plus 8 is 16, same down here. And then I did 16 plus 16.
Good. So she did the same thing as Brianne by combining them by 4s, like 4 plus 4 is 8. But I wanted you to see the difference, that this would be considered a different strategy, a different representation, because she used numbers instead of counters. Okay? Excellent. Third, was that Adam, right?
Yeah.
All right, Adam, what did you do?
Just
I like your
those are my
sheep.
sheep, yeah.
Wow.
They're cute.
Yeah, and then I just started by counting out their legs and writing the numbers in. And
Okay.
then I just wrote out more of my work. I mean, it's just very
Good.
similar.
So what is different about this strategy? Why am I showcasing this one? Alec?
He writes out every 4 that he's adding.
Yes. Okay, he's not doing arrows or anything like that. He's literally writing out all the 4s, so he knows that he's adding, that 8 times 4 is repeated what? Addition. Okay, so they know that. And that's another important strategy to know, that they can just sit there and do repeated addition. Okay, that's another strategy for them. So what did you do? Once you wrote out all the 4s, then what did you do?
Then I connected it down to the 8s, and then the 8s to the 16s, and this.
Yeah. So you knew 4 plus 4 is 8, and you did that across each of them. And then you knew 8 plus 8 is 16.
I don't
and
know
then
what
you
they
added
called it, but it's just showing how
The
all the numbers
combined.
connect.
Nice. Excellent. Did anybody do it a different way? Anybody do it a different way? Excellent.